Thank you for joining us. Okay, we're going to, all right, we're back on YouTube for the webinar. Greetings. And this will be streamed as usual. And it'll be uploaded on Rumble. It won't be live streamed there because that's a little bit more complicated. But everywhere else, it should be good. So, all right, blessings. So, thank you for being here. And we'll go to messages and to Q&A. All right. Cats are here roaming around, so we'll see if they make an appearance or not in the background. So, all right, here we go. Peace, you. This is energies of Mother Earth. Blessings. Yes, there is, of course, always a download for those that are connecting to the Earth's frequencies. Yes, assisting the energies of the Earth. Of course, there's a lot of beings that want to stop timelines, to actually literally freeze them, to have them go literally alter reality, even for the collective. Some of you might feel that. Sometimes you feel sick. Sometimes you feel energy attacked by it. Of course, not everyone's going to tap into that, but basically with Earth frequency, you can kind of think like humanity is similar to like getting on a bus and just riding on the bus of life, basically. But some of you obviously have a little bit more control or understanding of it, and sometimes you're outside the bus itself, the reality of it, and seeing things much differently than others. So it's just a different perspectives, and some of you feel the effects of what the Earth is going through, and that will increase over time of understanding how this world really. We're obviously not going to reveal everything because it's a little bit too much for the human experience, but some of you can feel the frequencies of, especially different beings are affecting it. Dragons affect realities a lot. Alien beings affected a lot. Try to get it to go a certain way, not necessarily for a negative reason, but actually for it to more positive, the detour from a negative timeline, and so on. So, blessings. Brings you. We are the gorillas from Sirius. Yes, our energies are usually pretty heavy. Not all of us. Some chimpanzees have a lighter frequency. The gorillas are known to be, the heavier energies of agendas, life. And you have them here currently. Some people do change their frequency, but more like your football players, those that have a massive energy around. A lot of them are gorilla people, which you can just pretty much tell built by a gorilla, built like a gorilla, basically. And some people here are built like an elephant too. Of course, that some might find that what do you call it? Insulting. The gorilla mindset is to, you say, know everything, know who's around, kind of scan things. Sometimes overthink a great deal. Of course, many have that energy. One thing about being a bigger person is that mobility is difficult. So you have to be wise with your mind and watch your thoughts. Because like a fox being is usually, they say something they probably shouldn't be saying and then scoot off and you can't find them. A gorilla person, everybody can see you. So you just got to be careful what you say. So you get more mindful of what you say. So more of that. Eventually, humanity will see these little details here. So, blessings. Peace, you. Are the Pleiadians blessings to you? This is Nathaniel, blessings with Talbot. Nordics. Yes, there is a Chinese frequency going on. Yes, an inevitable timeline that's coming into your Earth collective. Not that you have to concentrate on it, but they are trying to shift your vibration to go to a certain direction. So those are trying to control your reality. And China is one of them. They've been controlling it quite a bit, like with your electronics and all that, but some are literally trying to rule your reality. And they're going to influence in great ways, so just be aware of that. But overall, yes, you see scandals going on in your political system, of course, because it gets very fragile. There's a lot of things there that they don't want you to know, or it's just, it shows corruption. And eventually, U.S. government will break down eventually if it continues to do this. It abuses its power, which it's doing currently. Of course, it's done it in the past too, but eventually a force will come in to stop that. So just expect a lot of changes. Oh, some of you are looking for change. You might just get it. So here to also answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Oh, blessings. Greetings, Nathaniel.
Praise you.
Thank you and the Pleiadians for coming in.
Blessings. Yes, thank you.
All right, up first this evening, we've got Daria.
Hey, Nathaniel, how interesting that was. So, how can you say, can you see anything about what affects me in my reality? Yeah, from your point of view, if there is any in here in this my area.
There are some of like sometimes someone in your group, your friend circle, is not making itself clear who, or it might be a couple of your friends in your circle that are kind of altering your reality without you knowing it, where things are not going the way that you'd like it to. It seems like there's some, like they wanted to fit their needs and not your needs. Not that they're intentionally trying to do it, but it feels like they're just them involved. I believe the twin energies that might have something to do with it, but it's a little bit, you have to uncover that one though.
Yeah, I have like hacker vibes from them.
Yeah.
I call them hackers.
Yeah, it's artificial intelligence. I don't believe they're like intentionally trying to, but it's like they do try to get you to suit their needs sometimes. Not always though, but
yeah.
So you can clear that.
Yeah. So that's nice saying. But any other messages from you to me?
There are some psychedelic realities you go to. One of them is, I feel like, a pink bunny rabbit that travels through time. And it's like a pink bunny with like his eyes are red, meaning like red eye, meaning like the tired, I don't know, drunk or something like that. Either way, yeah.
Yeah,
so like,
I've seen that rabbit before, and I thought it was angry. It looked kind of, yeah.
It was more like worn out. So yeah. I mean, it's connected to your energy, and it just gets knocked out a lot. What I can see, it helps you. It's kind of like in some ways, it's like a traveling companion. I just see him getting beat up, not by you, but those that are around.
Okay.
So it just is. It's similar to like the bunny in your it looks more cartoonish. It's similar to was it Donnie
Darko,
yeah, similar to that. Yeah. This was more cartoonish and has a better sense of humor. Of course, the other one has a sense of humor too, but
yeah, that has a dark sense of humor. But
this one's a little bit lighter, but this one's getting beat up.
Okay. So just before I go, why do they always beat up like those beings? Like, are they like?
He's just sick of his nose what doesn't belong on time. He just doesn't know how to maneuver around getting attacked. He hasn't quite figured that out yet. He's like, he goes to a bar and says things he probably shouldn't be saying. Things like that.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for nice answers and have a cool challenge with this group. Blessing.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Steve.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Much love, much love. Thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. I was just wondering if y'all, the Nordics, have any messages for me. Thank you.
Well, I see you in the higher dimensions teaching future generations of understanding alien energies and for humans to, evolve. But realize this is far into the future. This might be 300, 400 years. And the numbers are still small. So it shows you how slow the progress of humanity is. But you do teach classes in the higher astral of how to interact with humans, but also the alien agendas that are here. There's like millions of different agendas, and somehow you know them all, quite a bit of them at least.
Sweet. Thank you for that. And just I'll leave it open. Also, just any of my galactic family or anybody wishes to have any messages. Thank you.
Well, even your role here, I believe that's part of your physical role, is being like security. So your galactic role is security also. It's a lot more plain clothes in higher dimensions, but they don't realize that, other alien beings that are causing trouble aren't aware of who you are, because you do show up plain clothes, but you can also change your form to anything you want to bring some kind of intimidation if necessary. So but usually come off pretty decently, though. I feel like your energy is around Russia right now. So blessings.
Yeah. I remember some of them dreams. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we're gonna go on to Silverclaw.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. My first question is, can you please tell me more about these two people I was told about that I will influence, and also that the reason why I'm living where I'm living will become clear to me?
Oh, it'll come. Probably when you're not here, but when you least expect it. They're not quite ready to be enlightened fully, but they feel like I believe you know these people now. They're just not feeling the full effect of what you have to offer them just yet. So it's not something you have to concentrate on. You'll know it when the time's right.
Oh,
That's not that.
Okay. Are these people in my living space or in my workspace?
I feel like both, but it feels like living space. So.
Okay. So my next question is, I made an order with Gadesa Medicina, and it never arrived because she was unreliable in the way that she sent it. She says she's having trouble finding the money to refund me. I wanted to know if you recommend I have her resend me another order and ask her to write the address well with a tracking number, or if she will actually send me the money eventually.
Yeah, you can ask her for her to send it again. Would be good. Yeah, she's just playing. She's just disorganized. Yeah, just go about the best you can. She's over her head, basically. But yeah, you can try to have it sent to you again, but the money part, I'm not sure if you'll see the money again. She has it. She's just lost. So.
But would it actually arrive though? That's like my biggest concern. This time.
Oh, the second order?
Yes.
That's the thing. There's no guarantee, no. No.
Oh, okay. All right.
You try to get a refund. Yeah, it's not the best energy around her. Just keep working with her. Something will work eventually.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay, thank you. Next, I've got Haria's questions. Her first question, she says, do you have any messages that would be nice to know?
She has connections to the Star of David. She also has Jewish lifetimes in her past. That will eventually, she has Jericho connections in her past that will, I feel like she was connected to diamonds, some kind of jewelry in her past that's her deep past, which she had like family walls she had to protect during a different type of wars that happened through her Jewish incarnations. So she's just very protected. I think she's still that way today.
Okay, thank you. Your second question, do you have any other messages for me?
Well, it's good for her to look at her alien incarnations if she wants to, for her to get a question where she could, go deeper into herself. Right now, she's kind of just, there's more things she can know about herself. Like with the Anunnaki, to just the Syrian connections, like with Egyptian lifetimes, there is some Nefertiti energy there that needs to be healed, but also goes back to Ra. But she has to kind of dive into that a little bit. There's only so much we can tap into. So, blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Christie.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
So my first question is, I feel connected with the Native American skinwalker, and I was wondering what my connection is like. Have I been one before, or just kind of wondered?
Well, I feel like you're compassionate to what they're going through. There's a lot of disformity going on there, and humans are tampering with it. But they should just let it be. But I guess they want. I guess that's how they learn. But yeah, you just have. I feel like your empathic energy makes you feel like you've been one. You might have been. It's not making itself clear, but I feel like you did. I feel like you are protecting them. So that's where you might feel you were one of them. So,
yeah. Okay. And then so my second question is about the Greys and being abducted. I feel that very strongly these past couple of days. Can you see what's been going on with me and Hayden?
So, are you being abducted, or?
Yeah, just really just me, because he's had insomnia, so I don't know, but I've been drawing the Greys one right after another.
Well, yeah, I feel like they're interested in what you know. They're looking for information, and they can't seem to get a good beat on where the timeline's going. So they're going to different people that might be connected. So some Greys can get very paranoid. I think someone's out to get them. Not that they feel like you're that person, but they're looking to see if they could. They're trying to see the future. So they like go into your energy to see the future. I don't feel like they're trying to cause you. You might be beamed up, you can say, to talk to them. And I feel like they're concerned about themselves right now. So
I wonder.
there's plenty of malevolent ones they're always paranoid.
Yeah, but these are like all different kinds. They're the
Yeah.
little short little ones, mainly that's the ones I'm seeing. It says little bitty ones.
Yeah, I feel like they're just learning from you, but the older ones are trying to see the future. Is what I see. Now the malevolent Greys, they get abducted by reptilians all the time.
Yeah. And beat up.
So they just, it's almost like an abusive relationship. They come out, there's this, they don't know how to shake it off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so they carry it down line and everything.
yeah.
With do you see the tall Greys that have like the tippy toe feet looking? Is that like a gray insectoid that I'm seeing?
A little bit, yeah. There's some hybridization there, yeah.
Yeah.
They just haven't gone full human yet. They're just kind of reluctant. They don't want to lose their Zeta. Yeah, when they become more human, some feel like they're losing their power. Or they're just not sure if they're ready for that. So yeah, when they have like one toe or two toes, that's enough for them.
Yeah, it's 2 toes and 2 fingers, and they're real tall, like in real long neck and everything.
Yeah,
That's what they kind of look like.
yeah. So.
All right, thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Michael.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
So my first question is, my vibration has been off the chart, and everything's just going too slow. I feel like floating off, and but I like it. I really like it, and there's been a big timeline change with my work in one day. So I got pretty much quit and fired at the same time, and hired back on with the union. Could you tell me more about my vibration?
Well, with your work, you just moved to what was best for your vibration is just protecting you. So from the current timeline. So yeah, you can say you felt the timeline wasn't fair anymore. So you shifted with your energy field. it'll probably cool down eventually once you have exactly what you're looking for there.
Okay.
So
And my
So-
second question is, my dad's energy, the negative energy.
Mhm.
I'm trying my best, what I've been told, to calm it down.
mhm.
But is it lower dimensional, or is it reptilian, or something else?
His energy, yeah, it's very toxic reptilian. It's almost like he's like an atomic bomb about to explode, and you're just keeping him from blowing up for it getting even worse. So I believe he is trying to leave his body, and he's not quite ready for it yet, but it's not pretty, but he's trying to get out of his body from what I can pick up on. It's not time for him just yet. He's a little bit scared to do that, but he's getting there. So,
Okay, thank you, Nathaniel. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I got Marvin's questions. His first question, he says, what type of dragon was in Taiwan, in this town of the dragon that ate all the people there? Can you elaborate for me what happened to them and what type of being was it that came out?
it was like a two-headed dragon. Of course, that was a long time ago. It was just very hungry, and it didn't see humans as anything significant. It didn't know like the significance of a human was, and I believe it was told to stop eventually. Because that was a long time ago.
Okay, thank you. His second question, is there any contact other than Zetas that is from my past reincarnation that you're allowed to give details? What race, any name that was given, and what lingers to this life that needs to be cleared up? Thank you, blessings and fist bump.
Well, you go. I mean, Anunnaki are around you a lot. You're part of the searching for gold in your past as an Anunnaki being. Also, the preservation of the Anunnaki, but there's some tall white energies you tap into. Also, you definitely met a tall white being in your past. I'm not saying the names or anything like that. Just let you connect with that. All right, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings, Nathaniel. Nice to have you back.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is about narcissists and why they're here. I was watching too much American news. I was watching that, like Amber Heard and Alex Jones and Trump and thinking it's like, well, one of the things that I admire about narcissists is their ability to just concentrate on one thing despite reality around them. They can just basically lie and say, this is the truth, I want that. So I admire that in terms of trying to be true to themselves. Well, they don't seem to be being true to themselves, but they seem to have that part of it down. But what is there a point for them to be here? In terms of, is it for them, or is there something for us that we can learn from them?
Well, people feed off of their knowledge, and those that have their own narcissistic energy want them to be as extravagant as possible. Keep them entertained. Narcissists to narcissists. I realize some of these celebrities feel like they are telling the truth, even if they might be exaggerating everything. And sometimes they are accurate in their exaggerations. But reality is not quite ready to accept that. But yeah, they can use the media, so they just go hog wild with it. Basically, they can. That's the way it's designed, and so it's going to be that way for quite some time. Just it's the nature of your world.
Yeah, and they're more interesting than accountants too. So
yeah, well.
Yeah.
Like I say, some of those realities are accurate. The Amber Heard energy, yeah, she's being witch hunted. Of course, she kind of did that to herself, but she's going back in seclusion eventually, from what I can see.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. My next question is, I haven't felt guides around me much, and do I still have guides hanging around?
You do, but it feels like you have a pretty decent beat on things, even if you don't feel like you do. But it feels like they come in when they need to, but they kind of step back. But they are there.
Okay.
But they're letting you figure things out. So you're doing decently with. Yeah, you just if they need to interject, they will. But it's all right though.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Lunel.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings.
So my first question is, what energies do I need to clear from previous lives that I've passed on into this life?
There's lifetimes in Jamaica. A long time ago, it's connected to Lemuria. Think of like yourself as a Lemurian being washing up on Jamaican shores and not knowing where you are and learning how to be human when you weren't human at all. So I feel like you had a race of your own beings that were just not even androgynous, actually. I mean, and you just were adapting to human. So like 3 or 4 of you after Atlantis was wiped out. It's like you showed up on an island and you had a couple of you there and it kind of died out because there wasn't anybody to reproduce or wasn't anywhere. And yeah, it just kind of lived within the people. This is a long time ago.
Wow. And was I from Atlantis or just from that?
Lemuria.
From Lemuria. Okay.
Oh, they were a little bit Atlantean, but more Lemurian.
Okay. And my next question was, do you have any messages for me from my higher self?
I see your crown chakra is clearing. You've been protecting your energy a lot, which is good. There has been some individuals around you that have not exactly been the best intentions, but either way, you're protecting yourself, and that's why sometimes your intuition might not always see through it because you're always protecting yourself. So, but either way, you will find what you need to. You are on track. You will get to where you need to go, but sometimes your intuition's blocked because you're watching out for yourself.
Okay.
So,
okay.
You can always ask to clear that out. It's like I want to see a little bit more. It feels like you're always watching yourself. There's nothing wrong with that.
And that's making me not able to see clearly?
Yeah, certain things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
I wanted to know my connection to my friend Kelly and her daughter. My son has known her daughter since he was 3 years old. So I was just wondering the connection that I had with them. And
I've had Pleiadian incarnations with them, but also during your time of biblical lifetimes, like time of Jesus, known each other. So you've been like merchants, things like that.
Oh, really?
So a spiritual connection too, also, yes. So they've had some interactions. And in the Renaissance time period, you ran into each other again. They were like neighbors.
Oh, really? and then like with my son too, with her daughter.
Okay. Yeah, he
Okay.
was there. Yeah, all of you were there.
All of us were there.
Like you go from one place to another together.
Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. All right, great. Thank you. And then my second question, is there any messages from my father? I felt his presence last Sunday morning, and I felt him, and didn't know what kind of message or any messages he has.
I'm not sure there is a message. He's just around checking in on you, that's all. It feels like I don't really see him really saying anything. You do connect a lot with the dragon. I'm not sure if you look at the dragon, but you bring in a lot of dragon energy with you. I feel like he's there to cool that down because sometimes you can't get a little bit out of hand.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so true. Sometimes I just feel like that buildup coming.
Yeah.
Explode sometimes. I'm like,
blow some fire.
Yeah.
I think you sent some fire to some towns, but you didn't mean to.
Oh Lord.
I think you did it a couple of times in your past. Yeah, you have to watch that. Not that you're doing that now, but
That's
well,
funny because I was wondering what that was.
yeah, in your incarnation here, yeah, sometimes your energy can get excited a little bit too intense for some individuals. So, yeah.
Yeah, I try to calm it down, but sometimes I just feel like that. Yeah, well, that really explains that.
Yeah, become aware of your inner dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, the inner dragon.
All right.
Okay, great. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
I wanted to, can you tell me a bit about, I got a text message from a person I hadn't heard from in a while, and I did not reply. I don't know if you can see anything about that.
They're just reaching out. There's nothing other than that. I feel like they just thought about you and just, I mean, they might just put you in some kind of long-winded conversation they don't care about. Other than that, I wouldn't worry about it.
The person wants to have a long-winded conversation with me?
Something like that. It's not, I don't see any significance to any of it.
Oh, okay. Any messages for me this week?
I just trust your intuition. I feel like there's some kind of travel, unless you have traveled already, or some kind of traveling energy is going to be coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to go somewhere.
Yeah, I am.
For your mission, yeah. You just need to get out of where your space. So
Yeah.
this is good, yeah. Take all the travel you can.
Okay, good.
I think it helps a lot, yeah.
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 I feel best when I'm traveling sometimes.
Yeah, yep. It's good. It's good to get away.
Okay, thank you.
So, all right.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Premium.
Hello. Greetings. My first question is related to my new job. I recently got a coaching job, and every time I'm working for, like I say, an open house or working with like the boss, like it always feels like such a good energy. And I just wanted to ask, like, what is the energy with my new job?
Well, it's first off synchronicity that you need to be there. And just he's glad you're there. So you're just working together to keep that job going. Not just your job, but just the company itself. So just there, yeah, you might work yourself up the ladder possibly if there is such a thing there. But this feels like something that you need and the job needs. You both need each other. So
yeah, and that's so interesting you say that, because like that's like the relationship I feel with the owner, because like he directly hired me, and he like is very, very considerate, and he always tells me like, oh, you know, we're a team, man. When we were doing an open house, like I felt very invested in his business and very invested in like him as a person, because I felt like he invested that with me.
Yes, it's going to continue on. You're just getting started, it seems. Yes.
Okay. And then my second question is related to like what's the energy like with like friendships? Because like recently, you know, I've been meeting new people, talking to a lot of other people, and I just wanted to know what like is there anything with that?
Well, I feel like you're going to change some of your friendships and go in a different direction. Like some old friendships will just like cool off. We don't talk to each other anymore.
Yeah.
And others that you'll keep. So yeah, it feels like your friendship energy will just get smaller. And it might, gravitate to some of the others, but right now just concentrate on who you want to concentrate on right now.
Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Knowledge.
Hi, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
So my first question is, so every time I try to kind of bring the get closer, I guess, find something that's more fourth dimensional in the third dimension, I kind of get disappointed. I found someone who was called Batman by like the CIA and FBI because he was working like a Batman in real life. But then like his darkness kind of disappointed me. Like he didn't know how to use me. Like he underestimated me. I feel like, because I feel like I could do a lot more than he thinks I can. And the only thing he thought that he could use me is to like sleep with people so I could like get information, which I don't judge him because that kind of job, when you work with dark people, you become dark. It's just a natural thing to happen. But like, am I going to be able to find something fourth dimensional here, or am I just going to keep getting disappointed? Because I'm like in between dimensions. Like I'm remembering other me that are doing so many awesome things, and then like over here, I don't really want to settle for like three-dimensional stuff. Like it's kind of making it really hard.
Well, you're seeing the reality of this reality too. Eventually, but these are lessons for you that you need to know before you can get to what you're looking for. So most likely you won't reach it, but it's going to be a lot of patience. It's going to take a while. These people that you're looking for don't want to be found.
Oh.
Doesn't mean you have to keep finding people like you've been finding. I feel like you'll see the red flags sooner than you thought, or sooner than later. But the people that you're looking for are pretty well hidden right now. Doesn't mean you can't find them though.
So there are like
Yeah.
basically like fourth dimensional
Yeah.
spiritual people, but they're in the third dimension, but they're really fourth dimension. Like they're really spiritual and
they're
that work in this.
They're just not easy to access. They're not easy to find.
Or are they in the government? Like where are they? Like maybe the government takes
They're
them?
not
I don't
going to
know.
say.
Like,
They're not going to say. They'll pop up when they don't want to reveal. They'll show up when they want to be found. Well, I don't want to be found.
but they can pick up on me, or like are they part of like anonymous or something? I don't know.
Yeah, they're anonymous. Yeah, you might be thinking too deeply into that. They're not looking to advertise, so they're going to be hard to find.
That sucks. Well, I guess I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find them. I guess it's up to them to find me.
Well, you might stumble upon them if they want to be found, and these are the type of people you want to connect with, so it's a possibility. So.
And my second question is, so like what's the point of me even remembering like these super soldier lifetimes? Like, because the only thing it's really making me is hating how much, like how simple this life is. Like I'm seeing all these cool stuff I'm doing over there, and then it's like over here I'm like all freaking bored, and like my choices of jobs are pretty like boring. It's like I'm helping people remember. I guess that's the positive of it, but at the same time it's kind of like messing me up, I guess, emotionally.
Well, you're healing it. You remember, you're healing it, you're adjusting this physical reality. Yeah, you're helping others, but also you are helping yourself. You're just balancing yourself right now. But yeah, you're seeing, well, yeah, because you're at a faster energy, and you see how this world is. It's like at a crawl.
Yeah. It's like a snail pace.
But that's why you're here, is to bring higher dimensional knowledge. We are still balancing, though. It might feel like it's torture, but that's why you agreed upon it, to bring this in, though. And to help others remember and things like that. But yeah, you'll probably move on to something else different, slower, where you feel a little bit more balanced. Because part of you just wants to go back to the secret space and do all those things again. But you have a mission here.
I mean, the jobs here are pretty boring compared to that. Like even, yeah, what they have here is nothing compared to the awesome things we did over there. Like the things we explored.
This world can be pretty awesome. It's going to be very boring. Librarians feel like they got it pretty easy. All that knowledge and know how to do a whole lot of anything. So, yeah, it's all about.
I would die there.
So, yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Yulie.
Greetings. My first question is, I felt last week that something was changing. And then this week, I felt that I really did the best I could at the job I have, and that it was time for me to give my 2-week notice. Because I feel like I need to put myself first, and I'm not liking, the energy that it's getting toxic in there. So do you have any, do you see me getting another job, or it's like, like what is the energy with that?
Yes, but it feels like you're not in much of a hurry to find another job.
No.
But it feels like you have to clear out the old job for a new one to come in.
You mean this current job or the job
Yeah.
before this one?
The one that you have now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah, finding a new job might not be fast.
Yeah, I thought so. Because I also not in a rush.
Exactly. So, but it feels like you need to get out. It's like an old relationship. You got to get it out of that first.
Yeah.
To bring something on sense. So, but yeah, you will find something. But it feels like you need to clear out this old. It has to do with old timelines too. It has, I think it, but just
yes.
The old you is now. This is good though. The old you is now kind of like hung. It's hung up. Means completed.
Actually, told me it's like a two persons in me. One wants to stay because she's afraid of, what if I don't find anything? And she's afraid to the new to take a risk. And the other one is like, that's it. This is where we put the line.
Yeah, things will get better. I don't think you could keep that job anymore. You got pretty much had enough of it. So
yeah, I know that. Yes. And my second question is like, is any messages for me?
Similar to the first question, just take your time. It feels like this new job will find you gradually. It'll be like a new lifestyle, a new reality as needed. So, and it's really fulfilling a lot of where you have not found fulfillment in your past. So, just it will find you. You might already find it now. You might have already found it. You just haven't applied to it yet.
It's because I'm been thinking about taking class or something about being a life coach.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think that will make me feel really, really happy.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, blessings and thank you.
Blessings.
Yeah, thank you. Up next, we got Andrew.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings to you.
My first question is about a friend I've had. I was actually best friends with her way back in kindergarten, and she just contacted me last night, and we haven't talked in a few years. So I'm just wondering if you have any information for me or what our connection is on a multi-dimensional level.
It feels like she just has a lot of fairy energies. Feel like she's been feeling your higher self around recently, and she just felt a little bit lonely, so she reached out. So I feel like there is a bit of a soulmate connection there too. So just go with it.
Well, cool. Okay. My second question is Friday, I think it was. We were driving home from Chicago, and I saw. I usually never see Bigfoot stuff, but I saw this like metal Sasquatch that looks like in someone's yard, and then not even that much later, I saw a sticker on someone's car that was a Sasquatch. So I'm just wondering, was that just a synchronicity that my guides were showing me, or was that a message from
No, that
them?
was synchronicity. They give you validation what you're saying. I also feel like there's alien ships in your area too, of course. Especially
I get that all the time when we're driving back and forth from there. I'm like, I know they're around.
Yeah,
So
this is Sasquatch just saying hi. So they can't fully show themselves. Of course, technically they did. But I feel like just giving you like it's a welcoming energy.
Cool.
So they just feel you around, and they just want to say hi to you. And luckily your car didn't break down. You didn't really get to see them. You don't need that. They won't do that, but they could, but they're not going to do that.
Well, that's awesome. They must have been friendly ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. You could have live out in the middle of nowhere, and they'll be watching your back. So
awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, very cool. Up next, we've got Heather.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Blessings. Thanks for coming in. I just had two questions. The first was just I've known a person for probably 16 years, and we've just gotten closer connected, actually more than acquaintances. His name is Adam, and last name is Moses. And so I was just curious as to what you had seen us in prior or lifetimes going on now, or where a connection is.
There's Pleiadian incarnations, but we've also had lifetimes in Middle Ages. You just feel like this person come in your life because you need that energy. You need that, both of you need each other, you can say. So just here to balance each other currently. Now, how long that relationship lasts is in the air, but it's definitely needed right now.
Thank you. And then thank you for that. I also just wanted to know if you had any messages from my guides, angel guides in particular.
It's good to actually talk with the angels or an angel that you wanted to connect to, Archangel Michael or whoever it might be. It's just good to, it can be every now and then, but just a synchronicity you're looking for, or anything that you're looking for, just good to, because feel like they're around you, just kind of help you feel like you're on track. Sometimes you're not always sure about that, which I believe you are on track, but it's good to just have some kind of synchronicity from them. But they give you a nudge every now and then that they're there, but then sometimes you don't always catch it, it seems.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Galicia.
Greetings. Greetings. For my first question, for some reason it keeps popping back to my mind to ask this, and I was going to ask last week, but I forgot. So I had a dream the night after I came back from Atlantic City, I think it was about that. It was an amazing, beautiful forest, and so many different colorful creatures were living there, just the variety. But all of a sudden there was a moment where we're pulled up on the side of the road and I see a mantis. It was about the size of half of me, let's say, a light green color. And I asked the person to wait in the car, whoever I was driving with, and I was standing across from the mantis, and I was doing some kind of prayer. And this is the first time I've ever seen, a mantis in a dream. And then right after I was doing that, I was pulling out white, prickly something out of the sole of my foot. I was wondering if you could connect to that being. Was this a being that was helping me to heal, or what was I doing? It was really cool.
Yeah, I was releasing an implant, feels like, from your past. So to help you can say become less grounded. I mean, you are grounded, but just, it felt like you were carrying around unneeded energy. From a past life. I do feel like you had Nordic incarnations in your past and some Pleiadian Nordic lifetimes that they're there to help clear, and that you've dealt with some Nordic beings here in this lifetime. It's been kind of toxic. So they're doing the best they can. Obviously, there's more to clear, but that was what was needed at the time.
Do I have a connection with the mantis?
Oh, of course. They flew your ships in the past. Usually they're pilots, not always, but they can also be mentors. They can fly in the sky like Buddha. They do like to be seen as a deity sometimes for humor reasons. So, but yeah, they do show up every now and then. It feels like you have like little baby mantis around you, like little kids that are looking up to you.
Oh, that's cool. All right, awesome. Okay, for my second question, I'll ask if there's any messages for my mom. She ended up going, and she was 4 days in the hospital having, tests done and different things. She's back home and safe now. But it seemed a little bit like she had all these synchronicities at the hospital, different, people she was talking to, leaving messages with, and, nurses named Uriel and different things like that. If you have any messages for her at this time.
Well, it feels like she was removing some implants that were difficult for her to let go of, so she just did a cleansing. So the beings that were there, the Ariel and they're basically galactic beings help her through all this. So I feel like she's getting less harder on herself. She's been pretty hard on herself in the past. So
Mhm.
it feels like she's becoming more, thankful for her incarnation here. She's not always doing that. So kind of like she has like a second chance. Not that she was gonna leave this world, but it's almost felt that. She kind of felt she might have left.
Mhm.
I don't think she was going to though.
Yeah. Yeah, she was telling people to take care of me, so I think she was yeah.
Yeah, she was afraid of that, but I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna leave
She
though.
was, yeah, I don't think it's our time. Okay, thank you very much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Mary.
Greetings, Nathaniel.
Greetings.
My first question is, do you have a message for me?
I don't believe, just not too worries. Part of you kind of over worries about certain situations with the family, such as finance. I feel like it will all synchronize where it needs to, but it hasn't quite reached that just yet. So, but it's still good to put your mind on it. But it feels like you're putting a lot of energy into worry that can cause you some anxiety.
Okay, thank you. My second question is, do you have any message for my higher self?
I think it's almost the same as the second one. Just connect to your abilities, your powers. It's basically know your angelic self. It's just, I mean, you are, but I feel like there's more further you can go. I feel like sometimes they're not always taking seriously your angelic powers to heal. You do have ability to heal, you're just not fully aware of it. So I'll leave you with that.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got James.
Yes, greetings.
I was wondering what beings were around me and do their messages.
There's some like sirens around you from ancient Greece that are singing. It feels like you're opening up portals to your past to heal. Yeah, I feel like you have ancient Greek and realize they're all connected to the oceans. And it's just like there's some ocean energy that has not been quite released. It's been kind of a turbulent energy of your past, especially when you have continents that are sinking into the sea. Part of you is still connected to that. But it feels like you are healing. You are working through it, though. So,
Do I have any connections to Monaco?
Yeah, you've been there a couple of times. There's also alternative timelines where you've been of royalty there, and I believe that's the timeline that you're tapping into mostly. So, they're not saying they're just alternative timeline. We've had royalty connections there, and that's why you feel so connected. Like you're still sorting a lot of that out.
Am I related to the royalty there now?
To a certain level, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Liz. Liz, you there?
Yes.
Oh, there she is.
Yes. You can hear me. Okay,
Yes.
great. Hi, Nathaniel. Can you tell me something about my son? He lives far away and he's pretty hermetic, and I'm a little concerned about him. Can you tell me anything reassuring, perhaps?
Well, he's kind of like an elf being. He just feels like he's self-reliant, from what I can see. He's like connected more to his inner shaman self. So he feels like he doesn't have a whole lot to say, but he's doing a lot of astral work. So you'll hear from him if he absolutely needs to connect with you. But it feels like this is helping him like connect to his independence. So he'll show up eventually.
Oh yeah, yeah. We are in contact. I'm just worried about his health. I just hope
His
that
health?
he's okay. Yeah.
No, I feel like it's fine. It's some
Oh,
anxiety.
great. Great.
See a thing like death or anything. And the mind can play tricks with that deeply.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Can you tell me anything about my cat? He's really special, and I'm wondering if he was a human being before.
Yeah, your brother in your past life.
Really?
Yeah. So he's always watching out for you. Feels like I don't know if he talks a lot, but I feel like he's trying to sing to you sometimes.
He does.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to sing to you, and obviously he's not human, so he's doing the cat talk. So, but he wants to do more than that.
He's so smart. He is really intelligent.
Feels like he wants to give you a back massage.
Great. Thank
He wants,
you.
he wants to do more for you, but I mean,
He's
he
doing a
knows
lot.
he wants to do more. Apparently, he just wants to.
But he's a real companion, and
Yeah, he wants to feel.
he does drive me nuts sometimes, but
Yeah,
I've come to love him.
yeah, he
Yeah.
wants to shake your hand and help you with the dishes or something like that. But no, he's not. He's not there for that.
No. Thank you, Nathaniel.
Yes.
Big hug. Bye.
All right, blessings. Very cool. Up next, we've got Dragon.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. That previous cat thing reminded me of the wizard cat in the old show Bewitched.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. It's pretty much, especially have human lifetimes that are very human when they're, they pretty much can understand human language. No, cats can do that.
Yeah, it's more of a dog thing to do that. Do you have any messages for me?
I believe you heard some of this before. Is the artificial intelligence? You feel like you're helping the Earth avoid at least the cataclysms with that, because the Earth can easily tap into those timelines. And one of the reasons you came, like you said, you came from the future to make sure the Earth does not fall into the hands of other beings that are trying to control reality through artificial intelligence. So yeah, they might misuse it, but at least it's not the full scale that it could be at. Sometimes it's better to have primitive intelligence energies here. So, blessings.
All right, thank you. My second question is, my mom like a year ago saw and took a picture of what looked like kind of like a gray from the rear view mirror, like in the side view mirror of her car.
Yeah.
It was kind of like smoky looking, but had the shape of a gray.
Mm-hmm.
What was that all about?
Oh, I believe it was very real. It was like you can call it gray smoky. I guess you can see he's watching out for. I don't think he was expecting to show up in a picture, but I feel like he's glad he did. Give her some more confirmation where she's connected to. There's also some Pleiadian energies that are watching over.
Was that my grays or different ones?
That's like it is from your collective, but it's kind of both of yours. But it's mostly yours, though. Yes.
All right. Thanks. Much love.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we've got Ryan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Last week, I've been channeled a Lyran being, and this Lyran being said I had a past life reincarnation as an Anunnaki. Can you validate that? Because there are Anunnaki beings in my consciousness and around me, but no one has ever told me that I had a past life as one, and I don't know if that to be true or not. Can you look into my past lives for me, please?
Well, it's not exactly a past you want to remember too much, but yeah, you have quite a few connections. I mean,
connections are different than past lives. Connections are different.
You've had past lives too, but you didn't have exactly the best relations with them. But you've been on planets with them, but you've also had incarnations with them, yes.
How can someone have incarnation as an Anunnaki? Because of what my understanding is, the Anunnaki were created basically through DNA. They're not a natural organic race. They're created essentially by fallen angels as a weapon against humanity, essentially. So how is one reincarnated?
That's not always accurate.
well, please correct it then. What is accurate?
Well, some of them are organic. Yeah. Some of them
are.
Yeah.
And what exactly did I do in this past life? And was just one or multiple, or what exactly what was I doing?
I feel like there's a few lifetimes with them, basically to give them, it's like more of a better direction that they were taking, because they're taking, becoming too reliant on technology. If I could connect to them for them to not to be so reliant on it. So it's like deep in your past. Yeah, it's like in a folded reality. It's like it's a kind of like a hidden reality.
Because they're in my life now, but it's not a positive thing they're doing. What they're doing to me is negative, essentially. So it's like
Yeah, I feel like because you changed their
I've had
civilization
I've
in
had
the past.
I've had interactions with one of the beings, and we were at war with each other, and he's also Anunnaki. So it's like it's surprising to me that I had a past life as Anunnaki, yet here they are trying to influence my life again, because the one being is a negative being and Chinese, and he's been influencing me in my past lives for many past lives. You know, so that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. You know, it's just like
Well, maybe from a human perspective, it doesn't make any sense.
right.
But on a
Oh.
galactic level, yeah, you changed their civilization.
Yes.
To be a little bit more positive. Now they're attacking you for doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, because there are some Anunnaki who have ascended positive. There are
Yes,
ones like
correct.
that.
Yeah, that's more you're connected to. Yes.
Okay, good. And finally, do you have any messages from me, from my high self, or anything? That'll be great.
I
In
feel like
terms of
you
my
are. It feels like
spiritual
you're already
development.
releasing artificial intelligence from these beings that are attacking you. I feel like you are
Yeah.
careful with technologies around you that they're not trying to read your mind. So it feels like the less technology. I mean, you have some technology around you, but it feels like you are protecting yourself overall because they can use that against you sometimes.
Yes, they do, and they do that a lot. So,
Yeah.
do you see this resolving, and what do you see coming in the next few months with these beings?
There are parts where they attack you, they hit you with everything they got, but then there are times when things calm down. It feels like October,
exactly.
Cool down a lot, but between now and then, it feels like they're just angry.
All right. Thank you so much for the advice. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Karan.
Hi there. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, so I don't know if I should ask questions anymore. Like, I like to ask questions about concrete material 3D world stuff.
Okay.
Like, am I gonna get this job? Am I gonna write this book in time? Am I gonna but it's like the whole point of this torturous summer is like teach me to read the Matrix a little bit so that I can, like, I don't have access to telepathy. Usually I can ask for things that I can't see. And I'm told these things in advance. Now I'm cut off from that. And it feels like it's on purpose. And I'm like scrambling and I'm reading, trying to read through all this. And like, this is all just a training right now, is how I feel. Do you have anything about this subject from my high self or your perspective?
Oh, but the telepathy, yeah, but you can continue to just part of you, you turned off some of your powers to learn more of the physical reality. So I can school the physical reality, but you can still pressure your higher self to bring in more of your telepathy. It'll come and go. It's still gonna just keep pushing
Yeah,
on
but
what
it's
you
like
want.
being rejected. Like sometimes there's very difficult, right? Sometimes it's a fake messages from not my high self. And that's trying to mess me up. I don't even know where that's from. Can I block that? Can I?
Yeah, you gotta clear that out. Yeah.
Like, what's the procedure to stop getting these spam fake misdirections?
Oh, it's like a darker side of your higher self. So bring it into light and just trust your intuition, just your feelings, and not know so much to go through messages. Just trust your feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main thing right now. Your ego seems to get in your way still. It's like your ego is still playing tricks with you, so it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, is my ego prominent right now? It is. Then I can't trust anything that I'm hearing. It's like,
well, you can
jamming the signal.
Yeah, you can just say, nice try, but you're not gonna win
Just
this
one
one.
more thing about this aspect before I move on is the numerology. I got lost again because it's like when the numerology says a certain portal is open, say a relationship portal, that doesn't mean that I should go right now. That just means it's there. I still have to decide, am I shooting myself in the foot by going? So this is extremely difficult. Like, my read now is that I can't have both the relationship and the job. I can only have enough power for one right
Well,
now.
I feel like
That's
you did a job for right now, and when you feel more comfortable with, then the relationship will come in.
Yeah,
It needs
that's
some
the
kind of-
order.
Yeah, it
Right.
needs some kind of balance. Feels like you need some kind of balance where you can keep your sanity. And so just feel some kind of balance there. And then the relationship will find itself to you.
Yeah, of course I already have a job, but yeah, the job upgrade, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Yes.
I guess
Very
my
blessed.
second question is well, is that all my high self want me to do, is just handle by myself and not ask questions, basically?
Just trust your feelings.
Trust my feelings.
Trust your
Yeah, I will
feelings.
do
Yeah.
that.
Just send healing to your higher self. Yeah, you're kind of fighting with yourself.
Very well. Thank you so much for your help.
Yes, of course. Blessings.
Okay. Blessings. Thank you. We're nearing the end here. Up next, I've got Braden's questions. His first question, he says, "Greetings, Nathaniel. Hope you are doing well. Do you have any messages for me? Thank you."
Just take things slow. It's good to have communication with others. You don't have to believe that everybody's telling you, but just trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition is pretty decent overall. Sometimes your ego gets involved, but that's okay. And you do have a strong connection to the moon. It feels like you're like on a moon base and here at the same time. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Second question, do you have any other messages for me? Thank you.
Just concentrate on a positive timeline. Just concentrate on what you want to experience. I'll bring in. Of course, you need challenges, of course, but it doesn't have to take over your life. But yeah, just concentrate on what you want to experience in a grounded way. So blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got April.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Any messages for me right now from anyone?
Well, I feel like you are healing the reptilian energies, but they are trying to drown your energy out, and abduction energy seems to be going on there.
Okay.
But sometimes they're successful, but they are trying.
All right.
And I feel like you have an Anunnaki connection too that you're activating, because you kind of show yourself very large in the astral. It's like, don't mess with me. Of course, then they start messing with you.
Feeling some Anunnaki lately.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's some boys that are around every now and then. That's to your location.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. If you move it, things will probably calm down.
Yeah, that's another question I was going to ask. Like, what do you see with my timeline? We are trying to get work done and jobs done to make money to, get enough to make enough to get the, it's a work in progress. So I'm just looking at this timeline, and it's, with everything going on, who knows?
Yes, it's a little bit brutal, yes, but I mean, I feel like it might take a couple of years if you want to move.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be up and down. I do feel like a California energy there. I don't know if that's where you want to go, but
Probably not. Or I got to help take care of. I already went out west and came back.
yeah. So at least that energy is still maybe clearing out. The California energy will help
Yeah.
you manifest a great deal.
Yeah, it does. I try to bring it here. Try to bring that energy here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Keep chugging along, I guess.
Yep.
All right. So much
All right.
blessing.
Blessings.
All right, blessings. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again, Nathaniel, for coming in.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. This past week, I came across a historical figure, Joseph of Arimathea. Hearing how he traveled with Yeshua in his younger years and was there to bury him after his execution. Joseph's connection with the Holy Grail, it kind of triggered a download, but it was mostly like frequency or vibrational.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share a little bit about my connections with these men, particularly Joseph of Arimathea? Did he help?
Feels like you were there.
Yeah. Did he help Yeshua travel around the world using his diplomatic clearance with Rome?
Yeah, there's some of that, but you're definitely around Joseph and this whole, the cup of Christ, or you're definitely, you're kind of like an archaeologist. So, it's just it's an angelic timeline. You can say it's kind of hidden, obviously, from the physical.
Okay.
But a lot of it is non-physical, though.
Yeah, as I was getting kind of like downloads with his connections with Rome and his clearance to be able to move about
Yeah.
as he's. I felt like something of an overlap with with a connection of
Yeah.
mine.
Well, you were there. I feel like you had a lot of Roman connections, and you saw what he was doing, and you became interested in it, and became involved with it. From what I could see,
Yeah, yeah.
so it
I
was
guess
an eye opener for you.
I guess that'll flesh itself out more as it needs to.
Yeah, there's some areas that can get very fragile for you, like what are you doing on this timeline? Shouldn't you be there? I feel like it feels like that timeline was more, you felt more progress than you do in this one.
Right. I chose to be here, so I'm about for this. I know.
Well, you're here to unravel mysteries,
right?
That humans are not ready for.
Yeah, I'm going head first into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's just go where you need to go.
Yep.
So, but you're going to go deeper and deeper over time.
All right, very cool. All right, thank you for that. My second question, I'm definitely going to re-listen to Mother Earth's earlier message because last night I didn't get much sleep. It felt similar to the psychic attack I had last year, so I was able to navigate through it a lot better and get some sleep, but it was like unrelenting for the whole 3 o'clock hour. Do you or Archangel Michael have some insight on that, or can help
Yeah.
explain the
It
experience?
feels like reptilians are bombing your energy
Yeah.
astrally.
Yeah, unrelenting, like acid
So,
inside my body.
yeah, it was like something from World War II. They're dropping bombs on you left and right.
Right.
Because they can't seem to knock you down. It feels like you got in their way, but not that you're doing anything negative, but you're protecting others from them. And so they got mad at you and attacked you. So protecting others, like regular people, they're not really safe. Even where you're living, that location, just the city alone.
Right.
Could you put an energy grid there? And it's almost like they came on your turf and they got really upset.
So how did that resolve itself? They just kind of leave?
They went away, but it's almost like a snapping turtle, but not very intelligent.
They're abnormally large size reptilians.
Yeah, they're big. Yeah, something out of like a Ninja Turtle movie, basically.
Yeah, so those are the brothers that I have.
Yeah. There was like from what, but yeah, it's like the bad guys in the second Ninja Turtles, the stupid ones.
Right.
Yeah, they attacked you. They were kind of, they're not the smartest beings, but they saw that you were retaliating. You went against them, and they just hit you with everything they got, and then they left. But now you have to heal from that.
And yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel too reassuring that they could just come in anytime they want like that. So
Yeah, well, they're being watched now, but yeah, when they attack, it's hard. Once they start doing it, it's hard to stop them.
Yeah, it's berserk mode, right?
Yeah, so I feel like you'll get a full recovery. It might take a couple of days to get your energy fully back. So
Yeah, it's like it felt like one little bottle of like kombucha, and then I was like back up at it again. So at least I bounced back. But yeah, I don't want to just have these random occurrences without any forewarning.
well, yeah, I could put that out there, but I mean, technically, it's war. So
Yeah, I want to start seeing these beings. At least lock eyes with them.
yeah, they didn't want to show themselves, but we can see it very clearly. But
all right,
they don't want to. But eventually, they don't want to be seen. They just want to cause you harm.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to. It's a family thing I gotta deal with. Well, thank you again, Nathaniel, for coming in. Love, blessings.
Of course, sending you all energies. Blessings to you all in your incarnation cycles. Blessings. All right. Blessings.